15 minutes. Well, isn't that a heartbreaker? Oh, and the music's out, so let's see if we can make a comeback by reading some story tickets. There it goes! Okay. Paul's concern for Timo saves me from complete discouragement, but I'm still disappointed by the attitudes of the rest of the team. I could use something to cheer me up. Watching animals sounds perfect. I don't relish the idea of returning to the lab and decide to visit the leopard area instead. Huh? Upon arriving, I spot a familiar-looking handsome young man. Hello. It's the same young man I've seen greet Timo in the past. Hi. The young man gives me a curious look as he replies, Where's the leopard man? He doesn't appear to recognize me and asks for Timo. I believe he's busy with work. Would you like me to fetch him? No, I'll be back again later. Having said that, the young man leaves. Several days have passed since that rather unpleasant conference. Timo, are you still here? Oh, you're still here. I screwed up the line. You're still here? I've just finished my late shift when I noticed Timo, who started early, is still in the lab. Without thinking, I call out to him. You spent all your time in the lab these last few days. Why don't you walk home with me? No, but thanks. I'm concerned about the leopard. It's a critical period and I don't want to miss even the slightest change in his condition. Timo flatly turns down my offer. At this rate, he may end up living here at the laboratory. He looks exhausted, though. I wish he'd at least take some rest today. All this determination on his part must be related to the director's talk with Paul. Earlier, by chance, Timo and I happened to overhear Paul receiving a directive from our superior. Oh boy. So if we don't start rehabilitation soon, disband the team and pass it on to someone else? Can't let that happen. Critical portions of the leopard's care will be lost. Understood. Let me try discussing it with Timo once more. Paul's receiving pressure from above. That's why he's in a hurry to start rehabilitation, isn't it? Oh boy. The pressure is getting on to them. If you care less about freaking animals, then why are you there? You should care more about the animal if it's your job. But if you take the job caring less about animals, you should be fired immediately. I just hate the non-caring people. They need to care more. Yes, they'll get a little money, but it's worth working when you care about your patients or care about animals. In this case, animal care. Jeez. Timo, who was standing beside me listening at the time, was quite angered by what he heard. That's horrible. They're choosing their own interest over that of the leopard? I assume Timo feels there's an ideal point during the leopard's recovery when rehabilitation should start. As a result, he had started caring for the leopard around the clock in an effort to speed up his recovery a little. Ah, that sounds strange. To speed up his recovery a little. He's angry, and yet he understands Paul's position and is focusing on what he can do for the leopard. I respect that. Still, I'm worried this burden is too much for him to handle alone. I shift my attention to some data which has recently arrived. Fine, then I'll stay the night too. I don't need you here. Go home. I'm staying here for the leopard, not for you. I smile and shake my head at him. That, and I want to give him a hand. Good grief. You're generous. You're generous to a fault. Timo lets out a sigh and makes no further attempts to chase me off. And so, the long night begins. Why don't you take a nap first? That way, you can be awake when the leopard is, since it's nocturnal. Okay. Excellent. Hopefully I'll get a little sleep. While Timo's napping, I look after the leopard for him. Timo's here for the leopard, and I'm here for Timo. And the leopard. Oh boy. Yay! Chapter's done. That couldn't have been easy. When you choose to know... No, never mind. Talking about that's only going to hurt my pride. By the way, sorry again for having you look after him. If only others would be a little more cooperative. I can't speak. Cooperative. I can't say it. I'm sorry. I knows. Fuck. I screwed the line. I screw up. I know Timo's obstinate. But is that too much to ask for? Hi, Paul. Oh, hey. It's Joy, right? Come on, don't tell me you've forgotten me already. All three of you working together must have had you in your own little world. That's not true. So I bet you're curious what happens in the next chapter, aren't you? Boy, Cecily. She's completely hung up on Timo, don't you think? I'll say, I don't like it. She's supposed to be my... Stop. No more nonsense about her being your fiancé. Joy really knows how to stop that horrible... No. She knows when to stop people when they're getting a little too full of themselves. Cecily, Timo will change. And you're the only one that will... I hate this yawning. And you're the only one that will make it happen. He'll save him from his solitude. And just imagine what the two of you will accomplish together. You realize I'm also part of their team, right? I know that. Paul, you'll really be moved by this next chapter. I'll be happy just to have our team come together. Maybe then I can worry about my proposal to Cecily. Or them. See, basically. Once this story is done, I will be changing the MC names. Again with the proposals. Cecily, I'm here for you whenever you need me. Don't forget that. Oh, sweet. Sweet. Last story ticket because I'm at the 9-minute mark. I gotta hurry. In an effort to keep the leopard from moving about and help speed up recovery following surgery, we are trying our best to keep him sedated. My only wish is that Timo, who has not left the leopard's side, would just take a break. With that in mind, I have chosen to spend the night at the lab. And yet, come morning, he still forced me to leave. I'm finally home. Only Timo won't stop back at the lab. Maybe then I'd feel more relieved right now. My intention had been to stick it out with him as long as I could. It's morning. Go home. What? Aren't you coming too? If not, then I will. But first, I have to finish this journal entry. Go on ahead without me and get some rest. But stop arguing. Oh, I hate this. There's no reason to kick me out like that. Jeez. At least it sounds like he'll be returning to Lilac Court today. The man won't stop until he's done everything in his power. His passion is amazing, although quite possibly a little worrisome. He'll wear himself into the ground if he doesn't take a break from that leopard's care. Ideally, the whole team should put together a rotation schedule and do it together. It's obvious Timo isn't getting along with the rest of the researchers. It leads me to believe that's why he's trying to do everything himself. The others must love animals too, or at least have an interest in them. Why else would they become researchers? If there's a reason Timo's so cautious about rehabilitation, can't they see past his obstinacy and recognize it? Contemplating the matter doesn't give me any immediate answers. Not that I expected it would. I finally shake my head in frustration. What's wrong with me? I can't seem to get Tim off my mind. The moment I realize what I'm doing, I grow incredibly embarrassed. Oh, sweetheart. Good morning, Josh. I poke my head into the cafe before returning to my room and say hello to Josh after settling in the sofa. Good morning, Cecilia. Don't tell me you are only just now arriving home. Yeah, I was at the lab all night last night. That isn't very healthy. You should get some rest. Do you need anything to eat first? Perhaps something light. I'm hoping to go to sleep soon. I'm halfway through my request when an idea comes to me. You know what, Josh? Can I ask you to make something for Timo too? Will he be returning home? Yes, at least that's what he told me. Oh, well, what if it's lies? Almost at the 13-minute mark. But I don't want to hit 15 minutes, so bye, Show Date fans. Not the 13-minute mark.